In this lesson, we will generate a passphrase in much the same way we generated the seeds in the previous lesson. Remember, we could use the seeds as signing keys, but we decided to add the passphrase on top of each seed for added security. Each signing key in our wallet will be composed of both one of the seeds and the passphrase. The seeds will be distributed to the guardians, and the heirs will each have a copy of the passphrase. Only by combining the passphrase with each seed will they be able to recover the Bitcoin vault. If you've decided not to use a passphrase in your setup, you can skip directly to lesson 6. Before continuing with the passphrase generation, let's go over the differences between a passphrase and a seed and how they work together. A seed is a very long random number translated into 12 words, which makes it much easier to read for humans. With a given seed, we can deterministically derive a Bitcoin wallet. Your Bitcoin wallet and all of its addresses is like the tree that grows out of its seed. And the same seed will regenerate the same Bitcoin wallet. It is deterministic. This is why we need to generate the seeds in the most random and secure way possible. We don't want anyone else to be able to regenerate or discover our seeds. A passphrase is a bit different. It can be any string of data added on top of the seed. It transforms the initial seed into a completely different one. In theory, you can have an infinity of new Bitcoin wallets based on the same seed by adding an infinity of different passphrases to it. If you create your signing keys as a seed with a passphrase on top of it, you will need both the seed and the passphrase in order to access your funds. Recovering your wallet with only the seed will open an empty, different wallet. In our setup, the passphrase modified seeds will become our signing keys. The use of a passphrase allows us to greatly improve our security, but also to separate the guardians from the heirs. If you decided to not use a passphrase in your own setup, you can skip this video and go directly to lesson 6. Now, why would I create a passphrase in the same way I create a seed with a 12-word format, rather than just make it any string of data? Creating a new seed offline with dice that we'll use as a passphrase is one of the most secure ways to create randomness. And this is why we use this method to generate the seeds. We humans are terrible at creating randomness. This is why passwords can be very weak when we create them ourselves. The signing device provides the software to turn the dice rolls into words, which is much more secure and easier to back up. Moreover, words are much easier to read and import into a signing device than a random string of data. This is why we'll generate a sixth seed that we'll use as a passphrase. Let's move on with the passphrase generation. For the passphrase generation, we're going to need the same material as we did for the seed generation, because ultimately we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be generating a seed which we're going to use as a passphrase. So as you can see, we have all of our seeds on this side. We're going to do this and then write passphrase here, and here we're gonna write our 12 words. Okay. Now we're gonna power on our seed signer and generate a new seed with the casino dice. Okay, we can remove the SD card. And now we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Seeds, create a seed, new seed with dice rolls, 12 words, and then we're gonna do the same thing. 50 throws of dice roll and generate the passphrase. And for the last two ones, 1 and 4. That's it. We have created our sixth seed, which we'll use as a passphrase, so I understand. And then we're gonna write this down. And here we go. We have our passphrase ready and generated. We can put the dice back in their box, take that away. We're gonna verify the backup as well. And we're good to go. And we have a fingerprint for the seed as well, but we're not going to use it because we won't be using it as a standalone seed, only as a passphrase. So we'll never have to verify this fingerprint. So we won't need to back it up. Otherwise, it's only going to be confusing. So we're going to do done, and then we can discard the seed automatically. We have the backup, and this is the one that we're gonna use to back up the passphrase on the final backups. Okay, I can power off the seed signer, put the SD card back inside, and take care of the backups. So for the backups, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. We're gonna write down passphrase and the words like we did with the seeds. And we'll do 3 backups, 1 for each heir and 1 for you as well, as the owner of the vault. And that's it. We have our 3 paper backups for the passphrase. It's pretty much like for the seeds. We have the 12 words that we generated randomly with the casino dice, and we're good to go. Good job. We just generated our passphrase, which we'll add on top of each seed in order to create our 5 signing keys. The next step is adding the passphrase to each seed and backing up the new fingerprint for each signing key. See you in the next video.